Hi, good morning. It actually is morning. I'm still having my coffee and looking down at this. I'm going to do I think they call it a dip, but I was going to try these Peblo paints again because I do like the way they sell up. But I was noticing that after I did this pour the other day with them, and the colors were pretty bright as far as like this area right here was really really very red. But as time has gone on, you see a reflection of my camera, but the gold really just I mean, it's gorgeous even if it is gold, but the gold really overtook the red almost completely. It's like you can see it in the veins, but anywhere that the gold was put in pretty much took over every other color. On cam it still looks kind of, you get a lot of orange, but it's very light. It's mostly gold, but it still turned out pretty. This has got the epoxy on it, which is why it's so shiny. But I still like the effect that it gave over in this area because I can use that technique later with this paint, which I really liked. And for an upcoming commission that I have, I think that's going to work really well with some of the stuff I want to do. And we'll get in more to that video later, but right now I just wanted to show you that I'm probably going to try not to use a lot of gold in this one because I want the other colors to come out, and the gold just, everywhere the gold was, it took over that color. And it changed the color. Like that's kind of a mauve-y look. But it really did pretty much take over. Even the blue, where it covered the blue, where it touched the blue, it just took right over. So it's a strong color, and I don't really want it to take over this one. So I'll try not to use a lot of that. Okay. See if I can move everything over just a hair and you can see a little better. Probably not. Let's see if we can move this around a little bit. Tend to wanna. I don't know if I'll ever get a hang of this technology part of this whole thing because to me it's just doesn't make sense. I'm just too old for this craziness. I need to find somebody that really knows how to do the do. I need my grandson. He could come do it for me. Let's see if I can move this closer in. What I tried to do was I watched these pours, and I think it's really cool how their platform that they use to do the dips on makes such a pretty design. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that on a canvas just so I could keep it. And since I do want white on some of these, this is gessoed black, but I do want some white to come out on the white canvas. So I'm going to add white to this just to give it a softer look when I flip and dip it. And I'm just going to use regular, this is regular white paint with some GAC 800 in it. And I think that's all that's really in here is GAC. So let's see what kind of size we want to get here. So we'll just do an outline so I know what I'm doing here. That'll be cool. Okay. Stay over here for a minute. Alright, so we'll just add some white. I don't want a ton of white, but I'm going to smooth it around with the stick anyway, so, because I don't want it. It seems like certain colors, when you put them on these dips, they really predominant. They take over, like black really can take over a little bitty dot. Seems like it can do a lot. I don't know how much white I'm going to get on here with the rest of this paint. That might not even be enough white. I don't know, I guess I should have put on a pair of gloves, huh? As usual, I start before I put gloves on, but I've already made a mess this morning. I already got paint all over me, and I flopped it on my top. And yeah, I should probably get me a smock or something. I've seen some cute aprons being made online. They made this one out of a man's shirt, and I thought that was adorable. I've got one of those half made for my daughter, and haven't given that to her yet. Let me do this some more. Alright. Now the colors I'm using, these are all these Peblo paints, and this is black, so I'm not gonna use a whole lot of this because it seems to me that this goes a long way. And it starts to spread out. I'm gonna save that. I might add some more later, but then we have some teal. I might just pour this. Let's just pour it out. See what happens. This is like a coppery cinnamon. It said it was cinnamon. So that's cool. Then we have a couple of this is lavenders. Let's just put this up here. Some more lavender, just in a different tone, so I'm going to go right beside it. I'll try to see if I can get a two-toned blob here. Kind of looks pink on here. Interesting. Interesting. And then we have a buttercup. It's like a yellow gold. That's probably way too much because stuff tends to take over colors. I don't know, this is the buttercup. I know when I used the other one that it took over. I'm not going to spread it around. I'm just going to flop and see what happens here. Here's our first one. Here we go. I don't know if it... I can feel things mushing around, so I guess it's spreading. Okay. Oop. Let's see. I'll go from the side up. Ooh, that looks like a Sea World or something. I'm probably not going to have enough paint on here. I actually think I want to do this again. I like it, but I don't know. It's trying to drip. Let's do it again. There's so much teal. I just want to move it some. I want to swirl it. It gives a softer look when it's been swirled. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of paint. It's really dripping. I'm not sure I like these colors. Which is odd because they should do really well together. Alright, let's try another one, see what happens. I have a feeling I'm going to run out of paint though. Ooh, pressing down too hard, my little cups underneath are getting... paint. Let's add some, add some something. Something. Now I want to add a little more black, I think. There we go. I'm not sure about, I think it's kind of a rust look that I got with the cinnamon and the yellow, the buttercup. Let's try the buttercup away from the, this almost looks like a, let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out what happens. Let's double dip. Double dip dip. It does look like an underwater effect that you're getting. Interesting. I thought I would get more paintings out of the level of paint that I've put on here, but I guess not. I guess you have to really pour it on there to get it going. But I imagine all this stuff is going to make cells, you know. I don't know why my video just cut off. It's recording now, so I guess we're okay. We'll keep going. All right. I might stop at 3. I don't think I might have enough paint to do anymore. I think I like them when they're pulled up straight from the bottom. It's like something growing. There we go. This is going to have a lot of cells in it. Took a cup with me. I can already tell. Different. I don't know what to do with this thing in the middle. I don't think I like what it's what I thought I would like. I don't like. So I think I'm going to move away from the Peblo paint and just grab a couple paints over here and squirt it on this and see if I can't get a pour out of it of some sort. Let's see what we got here. Colors that would look pretty good. I'll go with some green. This green and lavender is nice. I don't think there's any blue left in here. I'll pull it this side and hope I don't get this paint all over me. baby blue. I don't know about this blue with this brown. Looks kind of, this cinnamon looks copper, but not really copper. I'm not sure about that color. I was looking for some lavender, but I don't know that I found any around. Let's go with brown. I think I liked it the first time better. Let's try again. Let's swirl it. Swirl. Oh, that's weird. Huh. I like it. I like it because it's weird. Let's see what we get on the black. This is the strangest thing I've ever seen. I've never done one of these paintings before, but it's fun because you just don't know what you're going to get. No, I don't know about that at all. It's got some kind of clump here. We got a clump of paint. Let's get rid of that. I need a spritz bottle of water, I think. Well, it's not defined or anything, but no. I don't know about these. I don't know about these kind of paintings. I've seen some people do some pretty ones, but I don't know. Mine aren't turning out all that great. Oh, that was not bad. Alright, we'll let you go over here. Let's see what we got going on. That is a different... kind of like a man in the universe type deal. I'm gonna leave it alone. Leave it alone. Try not to mess anything up. We'll see what happens now that they're drying. Let's play with this center thing here. Let's play with this one. I need a stick. Look, I took my gloves off and I got paint all over me. Tripping. Tripping. Let's see what we can do. Let's look at it for a minute. If I was a painting, what would I want to be? If I was a painting, what would I want to be? Okay, so my memory chip was full, and my camera cut off on me. So I had to stop and delete a bunch of videos and things and whatnot. So now I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I like this either. Well, I don't think I like any of this. I might just have to use this another day for another pour, because I don't like it. Making mud. This is what we call making mud. If anybody ever wants to know, they call me sometimes on the phone and they say, "What are you doing?" I said, "Making mud." You think I'm doing something, but I'm really making mud. Okay, so that is the end of my first pour and dip. I don't know what they call a dip, but I will have to come back and let you see what the dried pieces look like, because this paint, that's why I was trying with this paint. I wanted to see what it would do, because it is that Peblo Prism Fantasy paint, and it's really awesome when it comes to making cells. Like, it did a beautiful job on that other one. The cells are gorgeous. But, and I'd never done a dip before where you just dip the canvases. I wanted to see what that was all about. I might try that again with regular paint, but it's a little different on the color scheme. And it was fun, though. This is one I guess anybody can do, because it's just interesting to see what you'll get, what it'll turn out like. But I've seen mine. See, mine, as they've laid here, this paint has actually kind of flattened out. It took away the pull, the flow, because when I pulled them up, they kind of had this feathering effect, and now they're flattening out, like self-leveling. That's the word I'm looking for, self-leveling. Which is kind of interesting as I stand here. Let me see if I can get some light on these so you can see better the colors. But it is it's got these little bitty cells going on, but they all look white. Looks like the white is, and I've got some lacing going on. There's a lot on this one. That one over there is opening up a little bit. I don't know. These other ones, let's see. It's different. Looks pretty. It looks like a meadow full of water with the flowers coming down. I like that. I don't know about these. The colors are pretty. Oh wow, it's got, get close, you got a whole lot of cells going on. I'll take some up close photographs, because I know if I pull my camera down from that, you won't be able to see anything anyway. But something about when I get close, it just distorts. I don't know how to use the technology. Like I said, I need one of those tech people. I need a tech person. Okay, I hope y'all have a great day, and I will come back with some pictures at the end of the video. Thanks for stopping by.
Bare flesh, waiting for someone to break. Meant no, said yes, it was a conscious mistake. I wanted you, and I see what I want, there's no stopping me. Wanted to be up in the gods, you on top of me. Out to tempt, we were tempted, but never preempted the fall. Now we're here 3 months later, waiting for someone to speak. I lie here, I wait for some kind of sensible streak.